What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. I know you guys are waiting for the SBC to Glory as well. It is coming, guys. Rest assured. I'm just trying to push through the bronze pack method phase right now. You guys have been putting more time into your accounts than I have been into mine. So the next episode, I want to be a bit more in-depth and a bit more just a bit more information than, hey, guys, we're still opening bronze packs, right? So I'm working hard to get to that level. Today, obviously in yesterday's Road to Glory video, we spoke a lot about potentially starting a new Road to Glory and doing something with like a challenge theme or whatever. And before we get into a little bit of that, first of all, just want to say just thank you guys to always showing up to these videos. You know, I appreciate you guys an unbelievable amount. I know that as a viewer, it can't be fun when the content creator doesn't know which way they want to go, right? I can imagine that, you know. I can imagine it's frustrating hearing me say, one day I want to stick with the account, the next day I want to add FIFA points, the next day I want to just stop it altogether, the next day I want to do something different, and then the next day something different. I can understand that it gets frustrating, right? So whilst I'm still kind of like digesting and processing, I took on board a few comments from the comment section of why start a new account for what you want to do? Why not just do it on this account? And that's really fair. And so I thought, you know what? Let me put together, for my first Foot Champs games today, let me put together a Premier League squad. And the reason why I chose Premier League first and foremost, you'll see in a second. But a Premier League squad, not my top-end Premier League squad, not all of my team of the years, not all of my high-end players, but just players I want to play with for the reason of, quite simply, wanting to play with them. I don't play all 30 games of champs anyway, so I don't need to build my best team. You know, people aren't necessarily going to think less of me or watch less FIFA if I go 14-5 instead of 14-1. You guys aren't going to care. In fact, you'll probably enjoy it more if I'm using teams that are a little bit different. So I have built a Premier League squad. Here is that squad. We have got, in goal, David De Gea. He is first owner. In at right back, we've got Team of the Year Trent. Most simply because I don't have a first owner right back that's good from the Premier League. So we're going to use that Team of the Year Trent card. Centre back is going to be David Luiz and then Fabian Schär. Of course, we did his SBC and we've only played 14 games with him so far, so we might as well carry on with him. The first time that we're going to be using this Kieran Tierney, I'm very excited to use him. I'm an Arsenal fan, so to have him in the squad is going to be a lot of fun. I went and did Shaqiri. We've got a Deadeye Chem style on him, 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. I'll show you the league SBC in just a second. With the Deadeye Chem style, his pace is very good. His dribbling is very good. He's got 82 stand, which is okay. But this boosts him nicely up to 97 vision, 98 short passing, 99 curve, and then 99 shot power, 96 long shots, and then up to 92 finishing with 95 positioning. It gives him really good stats, and he is very good there. And then the red player pick that we got a couple weeks ago, the Informed Ducouré, we're going to throw him in the team instead of Team of the Akante. I'm going to bring back this Mesut Ozil card, man. Like, again, as an Arsenal fan, I love this guy. I love this card. Yes, he's 4-star skill moves, 2-star weak foot. He doesn't have the best stamina, which is brilliant because we're going to be able to utilize the bench with that. But I just want to use this card. You know, that, like I earned this card. I worked for this card, which is why I want to use it. And the same as this card, I worked for this card. You know, I actually had to not try hard per se, but we went out of our way to go and get this card. So we've only played 6 games with him so far, and they've all been weird games where it's not really been me playing FIFA properly. We've got our first owner, Team of the Year, De Bruyne. It would be a fool of me to not have him in the squad. And then I'm going to put this Moise Kean in, man. Again, another card. Yeah, he's 3-star, 3-star. He's medium work rates. He's not going to be meta to play with. But we're just going to do what we can do, man. We're just going to try our best. We've got a Hunter Chem style on him. We're just going to see what we can do. And then on the bench, I've gone for just Premier League players. And in fact, I was going to take off the Team of the Years for a couple other players that I like or would want to use. So we've got Jamie Vardy, Player of the Month. Obviously, he's had a little boost in stats. We've got Maddison, which we've pack-pulled as well. We've got Sarr, who we pack-pulled. We've got Bernardo Silva, who we crafted. Theo Walcott, who we did the SBC for. And Tammy Abraham, who we crafted and haven't even played with yet. And then Timo Pukki, who even to this day is still one of my top goal scorers in the club, which is crazy. So I might get him on into the club as well. So as I say, guys, I went and did Shaqiri. I am still grinding the league SBCs on this account. I did another thing on stream the other day. I had about 600,000 coins. And I went and opened 6 100k packs. I didn't get much out of it. It was really quite pointless, really quite stupid. But you know what? I don't care. I just don't care. Obviously, Bundesliga, we have got the new Bundesliga player as well. So when I go into doing the Bundesliga full squad for champs, which I'll do this weekend as well, I'm only going to play like 2 or 3 games with the Premier League squad. When I go back into the Bundesliga to do it, we'll complete the Bundesliga SBC. We'll get that Lena card. The same thing with the French League. When we build a French League team together, we'll go and get that Cyprian card. I'm actually looking forward to building this French League team. I've got a really, really good team like together, and I might go and get all 3 of these cards as well. The Syria, they've obviously got that new card. But before I go and get the Serie A stuff, like obviously I want Verdi, but I also want to get the upgraded Politano. And then the Premier League I just did. So I've got the whole reset of the Premier League, which is great. And Liga Santander, I also want to go and get that Correa card. So I'm going to start really just fleshing out our league-specific squads. I still got a few things that I actually need to do on this account. We've still got 21 days of the season. So I've got 2 sets of icon swaps, single player to do. Week 3 bronze, which we still haven't done. Lampard's story, which we still haven't done. Icon swaps online and offline, and I am just gonna do them, right? I'm just gonna do them. Like, even if I don't need the players or whatever, what I'm gonna try and do again, which we started on a little bit, is I'm gonna try and start making the most out of the players I do have, instead of just forcing this super meta team. Now, it does also beg the question of, is there a point then to have this team of the year Kante, or the team of the year Mbappe, or the team of the year Robertson, or the team of the year whoever else it is? And the answer is quite probably no, not really. It's not really necessary to have those cards. So I might even sell on all of my cards as long as I can make a profit off of the team of the year cards. I'll sell them, you know, obviously considering tax loss as well. I'll sell them on. Get my coins back and just hold my coins until team of the season, and in the meantime just have fun with the grindable cards and so on and so forth. So here's our first opponent, and in regards to SBCs as well, I want to go out and I want that Hummels, because then when I do a Bundesliga squad, I've got a quality centre back. Like, I know they're not always the best value for coin, but sometimes that's irrelevant. You know, we're about having fun and making fun content. I've got to get away from this whole serious nature that I've been stuck in, and I don't know necessarily how to do it, so I'm just going to try to do it. So, with that being said, I'm also trying a new formation today. I'm trying the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. It's not a formation I've used particularly much this year, and every time I have tried it, I've not particularly enjoyed it to a degree where I've very much disliked it. But I do know that this formation is super overpowered for the quick tiki-taka style passing and the 1-2s that are on offer with the attacking players and the central cam. Obviously, the central cam for me is a player that I really, really value, as you guys know. Even though the 4-2-2 is probably my favourite formation this year, that's where we're at with that. So, yeah, that's where we're going to be. So, yeah, I'm probably only going to play like 4 or 5 games per squad that I build every weekend. And what we'll do is we'll just monitor each team each weekend. So I'm not necessarily saying I'm going to get through all 30 games, because I'm not. I might. Who knows? But what I am thinking of doing, like I say, is like taking this Premier League squad, playing 5 games of champs with it, taking a Bundesliga squad, Serie A squad, you know, etc., etc. Okay, this guy's just passing around his back line. That's fair enough. And then, you know, just playing like that, right? And then when we, go on, do Corey, lad. When we get to a point where next week comes along, what we'll do is we will see, you know, almost compare the team this week to last week. Go on, Moise Keane's in. Moise Keane's in. Moise Keane's in. Let's go, man. What a finish that is. What a rocket of a shot. And yeah, just see how the teams progress, or even not even how they progress, but like looking at my bench right now, you know, Maddison's on the bench, Pookie's on the bench, Vardy's on the bench. So instead of having this team next weekend for the 5 games, we'll start different players, and we'll just start trying to have as much fun as we can with as many different players as we can, and just screw the results, man. You know, just try and have fun. If we lose, we lose. You know, I saw a few comments about yesterday's game. I didn't even realise, right, when I conceded the 3rd goal against the guy yesterday, he beat me 3-1. I had a much better team than him. He beat me 3-1. I didn't even realise, but he shushed me after the 3rd goal, and I just wasn't even paying attention. And it was refreshing to see the comments of, man, like, good to see Nep not even care about someone beating him, or not even care about someone's celebration against him and stuff like that. And I thought, do you know what? That's what I want out of FIFA. I want to just not care. I want to just enjoy myself. And hey, man, if I lose a game, I lose a game. It's just FIFA, right? It doesn't make any difference at the end of the day. As long as we're having fun, as long as we're enjoying these new players, who knows? We might find a new gem. We might find some unbelievable player that we never knew existed. Oh, I don't know why he's dragged back there. He had easy shot on there. Oh, we got Ozil. This guy's not bad, to be fair, as well. He's got a pretty bad team compared to me. We've got Shaqiri. I think Shaqiri's my central cam. Here is... oh, no. That's Moise Kean. That was going to be Shaqiri. The ball just went to Kean. Here is Shaqiri. And there is Shaqiri. And there's Shaqiri. And there's Trent. Is that Trent? Oh, my God. What a goal. Trent Alexander-Arnold. I've started not putting stay back on defense on my fullbacks as well. It's definitely an adjustment period to get used to the way that they are interacting in the game. But one of the viewers that I have, Connor Wolf, he's a pro player and he watches me a lot. And, you know, every time a pro player's in my stream, I always try and absorb as much information from them as I can. And he was advising me to take off, stay back on defense on my fullbacks, as was, I think, Viper, who is another, like, high-tier, like, registered FIFA player, right? And so I started playing without them on stay back on defense. And as I say, that it's an adjustment period in general, because I'm not used to having my fullback so far up the field. And so what will happen what was happening was I was getting caught out on counter-attacks quite a lot because, you know, my fullbacks, look where my fullbacks are now. Look where Tierney is. He's so far out there on that left-hand side. If I lose the ball, I'm in a lot of trouble, right? Here's James. That should be another goal there. That is a fantastic strike. Yeah, if I lose the ball, I'm in a lot of trouble. And it caused two things to happen. Number one, it caused me to just monitor my positioning of how I keep and use the ball a lot better. You know, because I'm sitting there thinking to myself now, like, if I lose the ball here in my opponent's attacking third, I am going to get countered. Now, when I'm 3-0 up like this, doesn't make any difference. If it makes it 3-1, I can just start managing the game a bit better, a bit more different, and so on and so forth, right? But it also gave me so many opportunities offensively that I didn't ever have before and didn't know existed until we started having our fullbacks up in that area. Oh, that would have been a bad shot anyway on his left foot. So it was really good. And you see how now I've got Tierney up here. Yeah, I've lost a possession, or he's got the ball, but the team just seems to like cover for each other so well. And it makes it really easy to put pressure on. You guys know, like, I play a very aggressive game, like probably too aggressive. It costs me games constantly because of how often I switch into my defenders to try and win the ball. When I've got my fullbacks, after I like initially lose possession, when I've got my fullbacks up the field, it's actually a really good thing for me to have a defender immediately pressing my opponent, because I can basically oh, look at that from Shaqiri there. I could basically oh, that's nice. Go on. And then Shaqiri! Oh, off the post. I could basically like just press my opponent in his own third without him really having the chance to get out. Like right now, you see, I mean, I've managed to get that with De Bruyne there, but and there is De Bruyne. And oh, of all the chances that I thought would have been a goal, definitely would have thought that one. But yeah, it's really, really good. I tried. Did you hear my sticks there, guys? I tried to do a rainbow flick with De Bruyne. It just didn't register. It's really, really good just to have players pressing straight away. And I find that it's actually helping me a lot defensively by having my fullbacks up the field rather than, you know, all the way back down, where my opponent then, once they get in the line, once they beat the midfield line, essentially, they've just got so much time and so much space in behind. So it's a really cool tactic to have. It's definitely like, I still don't have like a balanced set of tactics. I'm still not in a position where I can have more formation. Like, I need more formations, basically. I need to be able to have a wide formation, a narrow formation, an aggressive and a passive formation. And I haven't really figured out everything that I want. But we'll get there. So we've scored with Keane and James. So let's take them off. Let's bring on the old guard. Let's bring on Vardy and Pukki. And then who else do I never really use? I don't really want to bring on Tammy Abraham. Let's bring on Maddison in that midfield for Ozil there. And we're you know, doing good in this game. We're 3-0 up. This guy's had a lot of possession, but it's that, you know, the first 10 minutes specifically where he was just cutting it around his back line. And even since then, you know, he's not really like probing very much with regards to the attacks. That is some good defending there. Who have I got here? Shaqiri. He's got relatively good strength, Shaqiri, doesn't he? So we're in a good spot there. This guy's getting a few drag backs in. He's drag backing all the way. Yeah, that's it, pal. You keep it up. You keep those drag backs on. But yeah, we're in a good spot here, 3-0 up. This guy's a decent opponent, and this is the kind of reason why it doesn't really matter what team I have. You know, like especially if I'm only playing to 14 wins, and it's not important in that regard because, as I say, you know, like I actually might get a goal here. What a block that is! Because the level of player this form or whatever is generally low unless you get unlucky and match against someone who's really good. The level of player is just generally really low. So I'm going to just win the games that I'd win anyway. I only really need my monster team if I'm playing all 30 games. Now, if I end up matching up against some half-decent players along the way, what we'll have is we'll end up staying on not a low elo, but definitely not a high elo, right? If we stay around that sort of like plus 10 form, we'll end up finishing gold 1, and we'll be able to do it with a team that is far, far from incredible. And I quite like the idea of that. I like the idea of probably still getting a similar sort of global finish. So, you know, instead of going 14-1, going like 17-13 or, you know, 20-10 or 19-11 or something like that. So instead of getting a finish like that, but he's just scored. De Bruyne has just popped that in the back of the net. What have I just seen? That is the most unbelievable free kick I've ever scored. Look how far it's gone, straight down the middle. Oh my God, the keeper has not moved. That is hands down the best free kick you will ever see in FIFA. That is phenomenal. But yeah, basically, like, you know, if I'm going to just go to gold 3 or gold 2 anyway, why not do it whilst using fun teams, keeping the form low, taking those L's against those big teams and big players, try and learn from it if we can, and if we can't, fair enough, and just enjoy the game, you know. So that's what the plan is for this weekend, whilst we still kind of just digest everything else that we've got going on, I suppose. Yeah, go on, you get your drag backs in, pal. I'll give him a corner. He needs a goal. I'm very, very much looking forward to that Kevin De Bruyne free kick in the highlights at the end of this game. That's for sure. I'm shocked that just flew straight in. Oh, we got I haven't actually used Pukki or Vardy this second half because we haven't really had an attack. Now we have though. Here's Doucouré into Vardy, and then Pukki threads it through really poorly. Definitely one of the downsides to Pukki is his wait, actually I think he has 90 short passing, doesn't he? I know his like vision isn't like the best, but his passing is not bad, that's for sure. And here he goes. Oh, and there's Jamie Vardy. Oh, I should have ball rolled inside perhaps, or maybe not at all. Maybe I should have just cut across. And then there's Doucouré getting back. That is brilliant defending from him. That's really nice. Bruyne holding people off. Maddison inside. Pukki. Shaqiri. Back to Pukki. Pukki! Oh, go on, Shaqiri. Win that header. He hasn't. Piszczek has got the bicycle kick away. So tomorrow's video, guys, will basically be a... we will end off today again. I want to see what EA bring out at 6 o'clock, basically. So, you know, this isn't going to be the end of the video after this game. I want to see what they got at 6. But tomorrow's video will be 4 more games with this squad, basically, and we'll just see where we go with it. And then after those 5 games are done, we'll build another squad with a different league, and we'll go from there. Basically, that's nice from Pukki. Oh, that's really nice. That's not so nice. That's my bad. I could have ball rolled around the keeper. Fair play to this guy for sticking in the game and trying though. Is my keeper going to come or not? There we go. But yeah, I've actually genuinely had fun with this team. Can you believe? Obviously, it's this game is fun when you win, right? So it's a lot easier to say that you're having fun when you're winning. It's not so easy to say that you're having fun when you're getting absolutely demolished by a guy who's sweating his... oh, that's a pen, ref. I mean, he did win the ball. I get it. But only after coming through the man. But hey, if EA want to give that as a no foul, then so be it. Gonna get that. I'm gonna get that. There we go. That fresh legs is picking that up. Got to try the quick one there. Didn't quite work out. Crazy that this guy hasn't really gone all out attack. He's not like super defensive or anything. Not like super passive. But he definitely hasn't kind of like pushed all his bodies up, which is a bit weird because he's 4-0 down. Nice play. Go on, De Bruyne. Oh, lovely. Into the space. Oh, he's bursting into the space here. Oh, it's a good tackle from Pizcek. I've got the ball back. And then I've lost it again. All right. What minute are we in here? 81st minute. Doucouré. I wouldn't mind getting a goal with Pookie. Oh, this could be it as well. Oh, he's taken me out in the box. His Witsel has just slid through Shaqiri in the box there. That's got to be a red card. It can't be anything other than. If that's only a yellow, that's outrageous. It's an off-the-ball tackle. He hasn't been sent off. That's absolutely crazy. Kevin De Bruyne steps up for the pen. Bottom right-hand corner. He makes it 5. And that's 2 goals for KDB now. I think maybe 3. Who scored my first goals? I got a goal with... got one with Dan James. One with... oh, go on, Shaqiri. And there's Pookie. And there's Pookie. Come on. Head that. Oh, I really want to keep his good goal scoring ratio up. One with De Bruyne. This could be De Bruyne's hat-trick here. Oh, that's a good block. He only got... He didn't even... Wait, did he even get a yellow card on Witsel for that foul in the box? Either way, I can't remember who I scored with. I scored one with James and one with whoever else I had at striker initially. I genuinely can't remember who it was. That's going to be handball, isn't it? And then I can't remember who I scored the other goal with. Oh, it was Trent. I scored one with Trent. Here we go. Vardy's through. Jake Bass, another pen ref. Come on now, man. Hugo Lloris bringing me down. All right, let's give this to someone else. Hugo Lloris got a booking as well. Let's give it to Pookie. Let's try and get his record up a bit more. And there you go. Pookie puts it away, and it's 6-0. And we've been playing some good FIFA. I'm really, really excited to go back into the highlights and have a look at that De Bruyne free kick. It was special. Very, very special. Yeah, I can't remember. Did we score? We didn't score with Ozil. We scored with James. I genuinely can't remember who I had as my other striker. It was a striker, wasn't it? Hey, this guy's got dragbacks on block, boys. There you go. That's going to be full time. So a massive 6-0 win there. Good player as well, to be fair to him. You know, just didn't really take any charge. He didn't really create many like great opportunities. He had a lot of possession. So who did we score with? So James and Moise Kean, Pookie, and De Bruyne twice, with Trent getting a goal. 2 assists from Shaqiri, 1 from David Luiz, and an assist from Moise Kean as well. So a goal and an assist for Moise Kean. He obviously had a pretty good game for me there. And then when we look at the highlights, it's just this De Bruyne. It's not. Yeah, look at this. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. I tried to time it. I don't know where I got it on. Did I get it green? I did get it. Oh, no, I mistimed it completely. It just goes straight down the keeper's throat. It is absolutely perfect. The keeper he just doesn't expect it. It's just flown straight over his head. That is brilliant. It's from so far out as well. From so far out. What a shot that is. It's just gone straight over the keeper's head. I love it. Yeah, let's see a good angle from this one, EA. Follow the ball. Follow the ball. There we go. If I could score another one like that ever again, I'll be happy. So 1-0 in champs, guys. I will see... Well, I'll see you guys immediately, but back for the 6 PM content just to see what EA have done or eventually do. So I will be right back. All right, guys. To end off today's video, we have got the Shapeshifters loan pack. It'll be interesting to see if the 5 loan players are the same on every account or not. They're not. And I'm going to take David Luiz. And we're going to play out our 5 games. I was going to do only 5 Premier League games, but we're going to play out 5 more games and use David Luiz in this squad instead of David Luiz in this squad. If you get what I mean. So we'll take this one and send him out. Who am I going to put in? Who have I got? Do I even have another good centre-back from the Premier League? I don't think I do. I've got Mina, who I don't really want. Like, I'm down to use fun players, but I really don't want to hamper myself. So I think we'll put Robertson in at centre back as per usual. We'll get rid of Doucouré, and we'll pop in that David Luiz loan card, and we'll play with him for a few games. What chem style do I want him? His physicals are good. He's got really good stats, man. Like, I think an anchor would be good for him if I use him at CDM, but I don't have one, and we've only got. I don't want to waste that many coins on him. I'm going to give him an engine. Good pace boost, good dribbling boost, and good passing boost. His defending and physical already really clean. 3-star, 3-star, medium, high. That's a quality card. His shot power, long shots are brilliant. This is a good card. So we're going to use Shapeshifter David Luiz in some more of our games, and you'll see that tomorrow. Actually, those games will be part of tomorrow's video. So that is going to be the end of the video. You know, Shapeshifter stuff is real cool. There's that Acuna card to play for, which sucks in my opinion, because we already have an Acuna card that we spent coins on that EA have now devalued completely. There's the Henrik Mkhitaryan card, which I will be completing as an SBC. I think it's going to be time for me to start selling on my Team of the Year cards now. I'm not done with trying to be the best that I can be in FIFA, but I'm definitely done with forcing this high-tier Team of the Year squad. I want to have fun with fun cards and fun squads and just play the game as it's intended to be played. So that is going to be the end of the video for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.